Well, good morning. Welcome to this week's vlog. A place called Beachmere. It's about an hour north of Brisbane. I've come here before. It's a beautiful location to shoot. Quite a difficult location to shoot because there's so much to shoot. I come here mainly for the trees. It's got these beautiful mangrove trees that sit just out from the water's edge, or from the edge of the beach there, so you can get them on the flats. Here at low tide, you get these beautiful ripples in the mud, and you get these beautiful trees. And when you get clouds like this that's here at the moment, we've got these medium level fluffy clouds that should light up. It's a really stunning sunrise location. I've tried to shoot here in sunset before, it just doesn't work. It is a sunrise location. So let me scout around. It's about half an hour off from sunrise, so I'm starting to get a little bit of colour on these clouds. I'm quite excited this morning. So yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit excited. So that's all. Let me scout around for a composition and I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, so here we are at my composition in front of me. We're about 5-10 minutes off sunrise, so getting a little bit of colour here. There is a slight band of clouds just on the horizon, so that's blocking the sun at this stage, so I think it's coming up now. Starting to see some colour on the horizon. But my composition at the moment is I've got these three trees, or these three groups of trees in front of me. And what I'm hoping is I get a little bit of light on the clouds above, and then some side light on the trees themselves. Now I will not have, like as a wind, I won't have perfect reflection here. I would like to have had that, but I won't have that simply because of the wind. You have to play to the conditions that you've got. This water does lead yourself in and around into the tree, so it just helps a little bit with the leading line. It does take you around to the left a little bit more than I would have liked, but again, you've got to play with what you've got. I do like these trees, and I'm hoping that when the sun comes up and hits it from the side, it's strong enough to be a stunning image from here. But again, this only works if I get colour in those clouds. So the light's just coming now. The sun's up, it's being held back by the clouds, and it's just ever so slowly starting to creep its way into these clouds here and starting to give me colour. I'm struggling a little bit with getting my shutter speed slow enough to blur this out, so I've got a 3-stop ND filter in. I've got a 2-stop graduated ND filter in, plus the polarizer as well. I'm currently sitting at f16 and 13 seconds. Focusing on the tree directly in front, because that's where the attention needs to be. Okay, it's a solid image. Just want that little bit more colour, but that's a solid image. I'm getting the reflections here in front of me. I do have the polarizer on, but very little polarization. Very little. I do want the reflections in the water in front of me. It's so very important that if you use a polarizer in these conditions, that you're only using a small amount to take the glow or the gleam off some of the water beside, some of the sand beside, not the actual water in front. So it really does pay to look around. I was focusing on these three cluster of trees, waiting for the light to come like I always do, and I'll always just wait. And then I turn and I see this image in front of me, and I put a bit of a time lapse up for you to see it. But I've got this beautiful S or curve in the water bringing me out into the sun. or the rising sun. The reason I haven't been getting the light on the trees like I want to is because the clouds keep moving across, and these clouds are just giving me these beautiful textures. So in order to capture that, I just moved my tripod 10 meters, maybe not even that, to a slightly new location. Set up so in landscape mode on my camera, and I've got this beautiful curve of the outgoing tide here, going around to the right and coming back into the image. Same setup as before. I've got my 6-stopper on because I do want to get a little bit of blur in these clouds, a little bit of movement in the clouds, and I do have a little bit of wind, so the water is starting to, it's not going to give me those beautiful reflections, so it'll come out really sort of dirty and yucky if I leave it like this. I do have my polarizer on, but again, very little polarization. The polarizer is mainly on to give a little bit more fullness to the color, not much, but just a little bit more fullness to the color. That is it. And my 6-stop ND grade filter as well. So I've got my 6-stopper on, my 3-stop ND filter, and my polarizer on the front just to hold it back. I'm sitting at f14, 15 seconds, ISO 50, and I can tell you I've already taken the image, and the image is just a stunning image, and it just shows you that when you get too focused on one thing, the beauty that's in front of you, you might miss. Okay, so that's Beachmere. What a location. If you came down here and just went in the normal surf beach down there, or the swimming beach, not a surf beach, there's no surf here, you wouldn't think much of this location. But if you come up this way a little bit further, it's amazing what you can find when you just explore. I found this place on Google Images, or Google Maps I should say, Google Earth I should say, sorry. I found this place, just pouring over the coastline up here near Brisbane, just having a look where certain trees looked like were dotted out into the ocean. That's how I found this place. I just came up here, took a drive up. It's about an hour from Brisbane, and I found here. And what a location! It's got all these beautiful mangrove trees, the different patterns in the silt and the sand. You've got these beautiful these beautiful channels going out here as well, that add that little bit extra to your shots. And it's got all these dead trees and so on lying down as well. So there's something for everybody down here, and it's relatively untapped considering that we live in Brisbane and there's a fair few photographers in Brisbane. This place is relatively untouched in terms of photography. So you can still get some very unique images down here, images that a lot of people haven't got before. So well worth the look coming up. So look, this is the end of my vlog this week. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get notified when I upload a new video. So this is me signing off, and I'll see you next week.